Hey everybody, Bob Marson coming to you from Eastlake on the east side of Birmingham, Alabama for another episode of A Song for Sunday. Well, this week I picked a song that's been one of my favorites ever since I first heard it when it came out in 2006. It was applicable then, and it's unfortunately still applicable and maybe even freshly applicable right now. And it gives me an opportunity to talk about something that's been a part of my life as long as I can remember, and I've, in the last several years, come to terms with it in a way that I wasn't able to previously. All right, so ever since I was a little kid, I've had this sort of overgrown sense of empathy coupled with an overgrown sense of justice that leaves me looking at the world and, feeling really sad and kind of shaking my head. I remember specifically being a kid down at the Gulf of Mexico and seeing a turtle wash up with the body of the turtle and the head decapitated separate. And, those of you who know about marine life, if something decapitates a turtle, they're probably going to eat it unless it's a person in their boat. So, I assumed that's what it was, and I said the tagline from Danny Glover's character in Silverado. Any of y'all who know that, shout out to you there. Drop it in the comments if you do. Flash forward to being a grown up, and I heard one of my heroes after he'd passed away. But I saw an interview with Ketch Secor, who basically said that he's like, part of who I am is that I see the world as it could be rather than as it is. And I kind of just struggle with the difference between the two. And that was the best way I'd ever heard to explain it. And I think it's a thing that a lot of artists have. I know I've seen an interview with Don McLean talking about that. But I don't think it's restricted to artists necessarily. But it's this idea of seeing the world as it could be and really kind of having a hard time with living in the world as it is. And this song definitely is an artist expressing that point of view, and not only that point of view, as they saw it, but that point of view it has been with us as long as all of this suffering has been with us. So I would like to say, those of you who know about reconciliation and forgiveness, it doesn't take pride or a sense of justice in terms of keeping score or anything like that, but it does take a lot of surrender and patience and selflessness, and maybe a little bit of exhaustion that gives us the opportunity to let go of some things and start trying to find new ways. So I'd like to just offer love to everybody, and I'd like to offer up this song, I Hear Them All, originally written by Ketch Secor and Dave Rawlings and released by Old Crow Medicine Show. I hear the crying of the hungry in the deserts where they're wandering. Hear them crying out for heaven's own benevolence upon them. Hear destructive power prevailing. I hear fools falsely hailing to the crooked wits of tyrants when they call. I hear them all, I hear them all, I hear them all. I hear the sounds of tearing pages and the roar of burning paper. All the crimes and acquisitions turn to air and ash and vapor, and the rattle of the shackle far beyond emancipators, and the loneliest who gather in their stalls. I hear them all, I hear them all, I hear them all. So while you sit and whistle Dixie with your money and your power, I can hear the flowers are growing in the rubble of the towers. I hear leaders quit their lying, I hear babies quit their crying, I hear soldiers quit their dying, one and all. I hear them all, I hear them all, I hear them all. I hear the tender words from Zion, I hear Noah's waterfall, hear the gentle Lamb of Judah sleeping at the feet of Buddha, and the prophets from Elijah to the old Paiute Wavaka take their places at the table when they're called. I hear them all, I hear them all, I hear them all. I hear them all, I hear them all, I hear them all. I hear them all, I hear them all, I hear them all. Well, let me know what you think of that song and my rendition of it. Try to keep it short and simple and put everything I had into it. I guess this was all inspired because when I hear about all these things that are happening to people, it's impossible for me not to imagine being one of those people who is seeing death and destruction all around them and knowing that it could come for them any minute of any day. And I don't know how people make it through that. And I don't know how anybody puts anybody in that situation. You know, I was convinced that pacifism doesn't work because some people will hurt you no matter what you do, and you have to be able to defend yourself, and I understand that. I do. I understand that for real, for real. And the person that explained it to me was someone whose perspective on it was somebody has to know how to be violent, but who will not use that unless they absolutely have to, in order to protect against those who will use it as a more available option. So let's see if we can find some other options, y'all. All right. I love each and every one of you, whether you're hearing this, seeing this or not. Pass what you feel in your heart. If this connects to you, pass it along to other people. And most importantly, take care of yourselves and take care of the people around you, no matter who they are, no matter whether you know them or not. And come back and see me next week. I love y'all. Bye-bye.